Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me.
Here we are. We're back at the house. The parents are somewhere. I think they're dead in the Bronx right now, but the baby's upstairs and we're living.
Wow, the parent 10 days. I mean, I can't even imagine my parents being near me for 10 days.
It's been tough. Well, no one tells you you're going to be in the same room for 10 days. They come down to the living room. Well, they come down at 5 a.m., and they're just in the living room from 5 a.m. to midnight every day. So the kitchen, the TV, all the good stuff's there, and you want to just turn the TV on and make a cup of coffee, but that's a thing now.
This is wonky, bonky, conky, donkey.
I got 4 floors of whores here. They stay in the hot spot, and if you go to a different floor, they go, "What are you doing up there?"
Well, why can't you come down here? You got an office. Say, I got to work. I got to pay for the house. I'll be downstairs picking daisies and painting houses.
Well, my parents, they have an affliction, Jerry, where they have to ask a million questions. Everything's questions.
Right.
Your parents don't ask questions.
They ask 0 questions.
Mine ask too many. They're like
Right.
an interrogation cop. Where were you on the night of the 15th,
Right.
So anything I open up, I can't open up too much because then they'll just pry. It never ends.
Right.
So if I go, I got to go downstairs do some work. Oh, what kind of work you doing? Podcast. What's the podcast about? We say queef and talk about jizzing on retarded kids for an hour and a half. Oh, how's that doing? Pretty good. Your agent get you that? No, we do it ourselves. You do a podcast yourself? You see where I'm going here? Well, this could go for days.
Right. But can't you say, I got to go. I'm late. I can't keep talking here.
I could do that. Then they go, whoa, big shot podcast about jizzing on retarded kids, guys. Got to go downstairs away from us. We're boring old people. A couple of fuddy-duddies.
And then you say, that's right. Or you say, no, that's not what I'm saying. I just have time. I'm busy. I got to work. I got to pay the bills, you fucking silly gooses.
It's Uncle Leo. Oh, you got no time for Uncle Leo. And
Go
I'm like,
to your fancy fire.
Yes, exactly. So it's been tough. And then the little things. You make a cup of coffee. Oh, you like coffee? They say, do you like coffee? I'm making a coffee. They go, do you like coffee? This is how they start a conversation. I go, yes, I like coffee. What do you like about it? Well, I'm addicted to it. It's caffeine. It's the most consumed drug on the planet. What flavors you like? I don't know. All of them.
Why? You should. I'm putting my foot down. You should sink your teeth into this. I'd give my parents $5,000 to respond to one thing I say. I walk in. I go, I flew private from Israel to Italy. We had Italian food. Louis C.K. was there. We met Steven Soderbergh and Meryl Streep.
Wow.
And they go like this. They go,
Well,
oh, did you hear what your sister said? That fucking bitch.
Right.
I mean, I can't get it. I would love it. You like coffee. My parents don't know what I drink.
The grass is gayer. I'll tell you that. We gotta flip for a week. We should flip like Freaky Friday.
They care, Jerry. They care. My parents wouldn't stay with me if I offered them $350,000. But also, that's crazy. They should get a hotel. These dizzy fucks.
Well, they want to play with the baby fat.
So come over. There's a hotel nowhere near here. No one would ever stay here. But a train ride away. They could stay in a nice neighborhood, something like Battery Park City, Tribeca, one of those nice places.
They would get lost trying to get over here. It would take them 4 hours. If they lived, they'd stay in a hotel 2 blocks away. It would take them 6 months to get here every single day.
10 days is egregious. I'm sorry. I mean, have your parents ever stayed with you? Rupert's parents don't talk to him. He doesn't even speak, this man.
Thank God. We like it that way.
Yeah.
But, yeah, 10 days is crazy, but I think they're like, it's a grandkid. This is a big deal. By the way, I gave it a goog. Your parents' dopamine and endorphins spike around grandchildren.
They live longer. Well, not my parents, but yes,
Sure.
most parents.
Yes.
They live longer. They lose weight or something. Their blood pressure goes down. All the stuff. It's like a big thing. Grandparents that spend time around the kids, but they don't even know my child's name.
Yeah, well, I get it, but the cool thing is, and I should be grateful. They're here for 10 days, so I can go, hey, I got a pod. And I throw that baby upside down, and they go, Okay, we'll take care of it.
That's very sweet. And how old are your parents? Because they could be gone any second.
That's the point, Jerry. They're trying to make it a thing before they pass on into the ether.
Well, this will keep them living because now they have, 3 grandkids?
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
They got to spread it around. And your brother's in New Orleans?
Seattle,
Tacoma?
He moved to Wisconsin.
Oh, right.
His wife got a job there. It's been that's a whole picadillo. Whole nother bag of hammers. They don't like the Wisconsin of it all. He doesn't like it.
Wow, 10 days. I mean, I cannot fucking imagine what that is like. And what if they come in here? They got to look in the window. Are they going to see me? Do they know me?
Oh, boy. Well, we can get them on here. They'll ask you questions all day. It'll satisfy you.
That's a good Patreon. We should have your parents down here.
I'm walking. Whoop,
Liz
I'm out of here.
She's got a thing. I'll talk to her. I'll get to the bottom of you, but my God.
No. They got a wall up, too. They ask you questions because they don't want to answer any. That's
Right.
the move. And look, it's one thing to go, how's comedy going? How you doing with the new hour? What you got any specials in the blower? But they don't do that. They go, what do you like? You like sweaters? Was that a hood? You like a hood?
Yeah, I like the hood.
Oh yeah. Well,
I
why
don't care for this hood, but
what about a hood? What is about a hood you like? Clan hood? You like that?
that sounds nice. These are nice people.
Ask me about my life. Don't ask me about my
That is
ankles.
your life. Coffee's your life.
No, it's
Where you
not.
going? What's your show? How'd you start your podcast? Where'd your agent
Oh,
come
my
from?
Juan Valdez. Give me a real thing.
That's something good. What would you like them to ask you?
How's comedy going? Hey, you got any new bits? Hey, boy, this house, was it hard to buy? I mean, something.
They don't ask that.
No.
They ask you like coffee, but they don't ask how's comedy.
They go, we got a lot of leaves back there. What are you doing with the leaves? And I go, I'm going to blow them into the bed, the flower bed. Hey, what do you got, a leaf blower? Yeah, I got a leaf blower. Battery or a cord?
Oh,
That's a battery or a cord. It has both options. It's like a trans person, and I just try to skew. I can't get out of the skid.
Oh boy.
The car is whirling down the highway.
Well, they'll be dead someday, so really
God willing.
enjoy it.
I think that's true. But now they're talking about homes. Got to put us in a home. Maybe we'll live here. Who knows? They want to be on the pod.
That's the
basically.
nice thing about living in New York City is your parents can't just move there.
It's a great buffer.
It blows their whole profit margin or whatever you call it. What's
Completely.
that? Fixed income.
Yes, chemical bank, fixed income. They can't get over here. They can't do the stairs. The subway is crazy.
Right.
The diversity is terrifying. It's a whole obstacle course for old people.
Well, New York City really does feel like a place that it should age like legally.
Yes.
Like 58, maybe people live longer, whatever. 65, 66, just you're
That's
out.
good.
You're out.
You can't drink till 21, and when you hit 68, you can't live in New York. Jesus H. That's a lot of semen. Good golly, we've got to get an OnlyFans for this guy. He's a spitter. Wow. Yowza.
I think that was a tooth. That was crazy.
Jeez.
Don't anyone drink this. Someone throw this away,
What
would
is
you?
that?
I knocked a loogie in there.
God. Yeah, tooth hurty.
I think I had some hard candy in there.
Ooh, boy.
Now, May must be dying because she's
Yeah.
not even related to these fucking
I
people.
think that makes it better because, look, it's hard with the in-laws, don't get me wrong, but she's normal. So to them, to her, she's like, they're just parents, and
Right.
I'm nitpick. I'm like, doesn't this bother you? The questions. She's like, I don't mind questions. So I think it's a blood thing. Like we go way back.
Right, I suppose so. But man, in-law, it's hard to say. But your family, you feel a little more comfortable with.
That's
if
true.
your dick falls out, if you fall down the stairs, you say the N-word. The other person's family, you're always afraid they're judging you. Whatever. I
judging.
just had both. I had my sister here and my
Oh!
wife's aunt and uncle staying with us
Good
back to back to
Lord.
back. Which, by the way, I haven't had sex since 1985.
I
because we
know.
had guests after guest after guest.
Same here. Now, you get all these biological things. The women have hormones, and my mom's a whore. She moans. But did you get less horny when the baby came out?
Less horny. At first,
I
yeah.
mean, the baby's hot, but I'm saying like the first week or two, you're so nervous about dropping it and kissing it, then you can't get it up.
Yeah, I was not horny for sure. I mean, I was so tired
Yes,
also. Just
yes.
wiped out and all that stuff and the crying. So, no, less horny then, but now I'm back to horny again.
Yeah.
And it's just been fucking days of people staying over. And our bedroom door doesn't shut all the way. She's got like hooks on the top of it. So it doesn't
hooks.
totally. And she wouldn't fuck anyways, but you like, it doesn't close all the way.
That's no good.
So there's not even a chance.
That's a bad fuck because you're looking out at the hooks.
Plus, my sister watched the baby, and the
That's
baby went into the bedroom, which I wasn't anticipating. You know, your mind's all mushy. We had our vibrator charging. We had our rubber dildo hanging out the bottom. I had my teeth under the pillow. I had my anal beads on the lamp heating up.
What about the strap-on?
I mean, the lipstick was dangling from the rearview mirror. It was just bad. And my wife, Sarah's like, I think she saw the rubber dick. I think she saw the dildo. I think she saw the nipple clamps. And I'm like, no, they're all put away. And she's like, I put them away this morning.
Oh.
And so I think my sister knows that I'm gay and retarded and horny.
You like it up the ass.
Yeah, well, who doesn't?
I guess we're putting it out there to the world.
Yeah, but not to my sister and parents.
I've been sending them these clips.
You never know with these clips.
That's true. These
Clip
clips.
the worst things.
Well, we had the lady, the wife, on the Patreon, and the clips have been going out. And she was like, "I gotta say, you guys are clip happy, clippity clop."
I'm worried there's too many clips because it's Patreon. It's paid content. We put out 75 clips of the paid content.
You don't even need to buy the shit because you can see all the clips and put the thing together.
Cut that. No, you got to buy it, baby. You got to buy this motherfucker.
Well, the shorthand will do 4 clips of each thing, and they're usually like 30 seconds long.
All right,
So
all
that's
right,
2
all right.
out of 35 minutes.
That's solid. That's a
There's
tease.
a car pulling in. Is that them? Do they have a car?
No.
Where are they?
They went to the library.
Oh,
I'm telling you, these are old, boring people.
the library. Like the Ghostbusters
Yes,
library?
yes.
Oh, okay. Not
That's a
just
pretty
like-
cool library. They're doing a tour of the library. They got the headphone in. And they
Oh,
go,
that's
this is
nice.
built in 1904, and they killed a Muslim here, whatever it is.
That's that's amazing that you have parents that they're like intellectuals.
They
go,
are.
They do things. They read things.
They love it. They love books, Jerry. They just. I got the Netflix on. They're like, could you turn that down? I'm reading the Bible.
Wow, good for them.
Yeah,
That's
not
good.
bad.
They're gonna live a long time, I think.
Now, what'd you do for the Valentine?
I don't do Valentine's. I don't believe in it. I don't touch. Well, first of all, I had a gig. I got hit with the flu. I'm sicker than a fucking dog's asshole on the pile of mud on Woodstock 69.
Sure.
Because we keep going to this place, The Wonder, which is an indoor playground. These kids, they shove everything in their ass and their mouths, and I don't wash hands. I got to change my
neither.
habit. I got to start washing my hands.
Yeah.
I haven't washed my hands since 1985. Evidently, it's bad for the spread of germs.
Oh, really?
Well, my wife keeps doing it first. She keeps getting sick first, and then fucks me in the ass hard the way I like.
Sure, we've seen the dildo.
So Valentine's Day, I was supposed to do Comedy Dojo. Comedy Dojo list.
Yes.
Out in Morris Plains, Zach Morris Plains, and I was just hit with this flu, which, by the way, now we have a stomach thing. I just got over the flu, and now I have a stomach thing.
Yikes.
Because these people, they take the wooden banana. I like bananas. They eat it, then they stick it in the kid's ass, then they give it to you.
Wow, like father, like son.
But so I had to cancel the gig.
Banana. It's the worst gay bar of all time. You want to go to the Wooden Banana?
Wooden banana, that's not bad.
That's something.
I like that.
Yeah, keep your eyes peeled.
I told you the best gay bar name is for Florida, the Mangrove.
That is great.
Mangrove is big.
That was a big ep.
Someone put that out there. Neon lights. Joe and Mark's Mangrove.
I love it.
But yeah, so we were supposed to do that Valentine's Day. I had to cancel. I had a fever. Thursday night, the night Valentine's Day Eve. Yeah, I felt a little sniffle, you know that thing when you move your eyes and it hurts?
Yeah, hate the hurt eyes.
I had that going on, so I'm doing this like a fucking, like one of those paintings in a Scooby-Doo cartoon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're Dorian Gray.
My eyes are shifting around. I'm like, I got problems. My
Dorian
eyes
Gray.
hurt. And then around, 9:30, Sarah's out doing spots or fucking black guys, I hope.
Yeah, send us the tape, Sarah.
And I just get hit with the fever chills. My brain hurts.
God.
And all of a sudden you're freezing, so you get in a hot shower, then you're sweating. I had that thing going on.
Yes. Let me ask you this. Do you think maybe during COVID time, some of us just had the flu, but we thought it was COVID? Could that have been a little wishy-washy in there? Maybe, oh, yeah, I got COVID.
I don't know.
virus, but it might have been the flu.
The 2 times I had COVID, we tested and had positivity.
That's true.
So,
Same here.
So I definitely think there's mix and matches of both things. But I never get the flu. And this is the other thing. I was at the doctor's office the week before, as we discussed, and I said, she goes, oh, well, why don't you get the COVID or whatever the fuck, the flu vaccine.
The flu shot.
But I was already getting the HPV vaccine because I got the warts on the feet. Did I talk about this? Or maybe I talked about it in the regs.
No, I haven't heard this.
I got an HPV vaccine, which supposedly can help with the plantar warts, and it prevents all this cancer.
What?
So I said,
You got HPV on your foot?
I got warts all over my feet. You know about the foot warts. Dr. Pustover, the hot doctor.
I didn't know it was HPV. I thought it was
it's
just a wart.
all warts are HPV, and HPV is warts. It's all, it's a mad scientist.
Hogwarts.
So, foot warts.
I see.
I had the Hogwarts years ago, and they nipped them off over at Planned Parenthood.
Right.
But anyway, so I got the HPV, and she goes, you want to get a flu shot? And I go, well, I don't usually get the flu. I don't usually get the shot, and I'm not getting 2 shots in one day, I'll tell you that. And then 7 days later, I got hit with the flu.
Oh, yeah.
So I should have got that stupid gay shot. Plus, Dan Soder, he had the flu shot, and I was like, you're a fag. You don't get a flu shot, you pussy.
Should I get it? Maybe I'll get it today. You just walk in?
I think you walk in. I think it's free. They want people to take it. Less people take it than ever.
Right.
So go get it.
CVS?
I think CVS, Walgreens, Dwayne, Wade, whatever.
I'll go today. Put that shot right in my ass. Maybe I'll get the foot wart shot, too, while I'm there.
HPV is big, but you got to get 3 shots. I got to go back in a month. They shove it up my ass again.
Well, you'll love that.
But it's kind of fun. You know, you just go, boop, you got me.
Right, right.
But anyway, so, and then Valentine's Day had to cancel. But my sister was in town, and then Sarah's aunt and uncle were there. Aunt and uncle, fucking whatever. Sister and... I can't think. The baby's aunt and uncle.
There you go.
So we just had a long hang there, and then Saturday night, the night after Valentine's Day, my Sarah's niece was in a musical. She goes to Marymount University.
Oh,
you know,
that's big. Marymount's nice.
Big school.
I'd like to Mount Mary.
And back at Christmas time, she said, yeah, I got to play. I'm in a musical. We're doing Little Women. And I said, Sarah, we'll go see. We'll support family. We'll have a date night.
Sure.
My sister was already coming down to watch the baby on Valentine's Day. So I was like, the next night, we already have a babysitter. We'll go see the show. Support family. I love a musical. I'm a homosexual.
Sure. And you love Little Women.
Absolutely. I love big fat women, too.
Bring them all in. All sizes.
So I think, well, I'm going to go see my niece's college musical. It'll be fun, whatever. I got to tell you, I was blown, Jerry.
Come on!
Blown. She played the lead. Write down this name, Mariana Talamash. This girl, or you got it or you don't. She got it this day.
She's got it.
I mean, the lead. I've never seen a show where I know the lead person.
Wow. Yeah. But she's the littlest woman? How does that work?
I don't know. I think she's just the best little woman. Have you seen Little Women? Read it? Seen it?
I've seen the book cover. Just the cover of the book. I've seen an ad for Little Women.
Yeah, I've never even seen the cover of the book. I know Greta Gerwig did a version. I know to ride her. I don't even know her.
The shoplifter.
Yes, but
big influence on me.
I've never read it. Don't know anything about it, which also sucked, by the way, because during intermission, Sarah's sister, who I love, was like this. Well, we still got a ways to go because Beth still needs to die. I go, what the fuck are you crazy?
What a cum-guzzling Nazi. Who does that?
I got a ball bag tie on, noose or whatever. What do you call that? I couldn't think of it.
A vice?
A vice on my ass. I got my nipple clamps in, my butt plug in my asshole. I've never seen a show this good in my life. I got half a tear over here and half a cum in my ass. And you just gave away the goddamn ending.
Jesus. You know, the Chiefs lose the Super Bowl too, you fucking cunt.
But,
Hey, folks, Tuesday Stories brought to you by Raycon. Between the news, construction outside, your wife, and a brand new baby, you need some quiet. Whew, tell me about it. Enjoy some quiet time with everyday earbuds by Raycon. With active noise cancellation capable of drowning out the most maddening of sounds, Raycon's everyday earbuds are your sidekick for life. Their latest model is better than ever with a 32-hour battery life and multi-point connectivity that lets you pair 2 devices at once. Hold on. Imagine that through a Raycon earbud. They're the best. I wear them to run, gym. I even wear them in bed when I want to listen to a pod and not annoy the wife, or a porno when I'm rubbing one out in the basement. Tired of earbuds only coming in white or black? Raycon's everyday earbuds come in a spectrum of vibrant colors and Raycon's 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. You got nothing to lose. Go to buyraycon.com/Tuesdays to get 20% off the best-selling everyday earbuds. BUYRAYCON.com/Tuesdays. Get on it.
Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you, of course, by BlueChew. Hi, BlueChew. It's time to make mediocre sex a thing of the past.
Thank you.
I need to do that. If you can't get it up, it's not your fault. Stuff happens, and BlueChew can help. BlueChew is an online service that sends ED meds right to your door with the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra. BlueChew knows how to get the job done. You don't want to have to go to the doctor and talk to some lady or man and say, hey, doc, I want to make love to my wife, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my husband, my wife. And I can't get it up. Give me some drug. You don't want to go through all that embarrassment and bullshit when you could just do it nice and easy through BlueChew. Get a discreet package sent to your door. It takes 5 minutes to do the whole thing. It shows up, like I said, discreetly. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. Just sign up on the website. Once you're approved, you'll get your prescription in just a few days. You can take a tablet anytime, so you'll be ready to spring into action. Make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try your first month of BlueChew free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank BlueChew for sponsoring our podcast.
Hear, hear.
But anyways, this show was unbelievable. I mean, every note, every touchy toe, scoopily boop, and the high notes, the low notes. I've never seen. I was blown. I was like, this is unbelievable.
Talented women. I've never heard of such a thing.
Unbelievable. And then there's boys in there too, Lowry and someone else, and just a fantastic performance. I was enraptured. I was pulled in.
Wow, and they're singing.
Oh, there's singing. It's a musical.
Wow.
So there was singing and acting and crying and farting, and I just was like, this is unbelievable.
And Beth died.
Beth is dead.
There you go, folks. Good luck with the musical.
Yeah, so I assume most people have seen our fans have seen Little Women.
Yeah, a lot of crossover there.
I think most of the people on this show have read Little Women.
Sure. Macbeth, Drew Barry, what's that? Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew.
Yeah.
She lives in Key West. I'm heading tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No, not Nancy Drew. Who's the other one?
Nancy Reagan.
No. Who's
Sid Nancy.
What is it? Nancy Drew?
Drew Brees.
Yeah, Nancy Drew. Right? She wrote all the books.
No, Nancy Drew is a character, right?
Yeah, she's like a cop or a
Who's the author?
female
the lady author that lives in Key West.
Agatha Christie.
No.
J.K. Rowling.
Nancy Grace. Rupert. Shane. What are you crazy? Nancy Grace. Not a Nancy.
Grace.
Forget Nancy.
Let me tell you something, buddy.
Judy Blume.
Judy Blume.
I confused Nancy Drew and Judy Blume.
Yeah. Is she the chicken soup for the whole?
I think she's Dear Margaret, it's me, asshole.
Ugh.
Which that movie's great, by the way. Did you see that movie? Dear Martha, it's me, Judy Tenuta.
Martha Washington.
Dear God, it's me, Margaret.
Dear God, it's me, Margaret.
Oh, yeah, that's a great film.
That movie's a hell of a book or whatever.
Yeah,
that's
picture.
good stuff. But anyways, the musical was off the charts, unbelievable,
wow, and it's just
fantastic.
a school play.
Yeah, well, it's college, so they're like, and this is what they do when you go to school for like acting. That's just school. Like they just rehearse, and I was like, I was blown away. I was like, how many hours did you work on this? That was unbelievable. Great. I've never seen anything like it.
That is incredible. Wow, because you think, I got to go to a school play of Little Women. That's on paper. That's a fucking nightmare.
Well, you forget I'm a homosexual. It was very exciting. It was all my idea. But I like a musical. A musical live is any kind of
very nice.
performance I enjoy. And there's the piano guy and the business. It's really beautiful.
I know. I got to get back to a musical.
That's fun.
Wicked or Lion King or all that shit just blew past me. I never saw any of it because we're always working. We're working at that time.
I saw Billy Elliot. It's the best show I've ever seen. I had a spot after. I showed up red-eyed, like crying. Billy Elliot, the musical. Forget about it.
And I've done that too, where I went to some musical with her and I had a spot after. And it makes you realize the giant chasm between the art forms. This is like people in bow ties crying at the retarded kid. And then You go to our thing, and it's like a club where some guy's eating chicken wings and calling you a fag.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the same kind of thing, but it's all the arts. But it's why we don't respect ourselves.
Yes.
Or feel like every once in a while you'll do an interview with somebody that like respects comedy as an art form, and they're like, "What were you trying to say with that?" And I'm like,
Yeah,
"What?"
are you bullshitting me? I feel like you're shucking and jiving on me. I think the detriment of the stand-up comedy art form is the signs. It's always like a guy going,
Right.
"Go on into Bonkies," where we got the 18 jokes a minute. They got a counter, 1 million jokes told.
Right.
That's a guy with a banana peel.
The thing about it is, it's just like they used to say, like when Time Out New York would be in nightlife instead of the arts.
Yes, nightlife.
You flip through the arts,
point.
that's paintings and poems
Museums.
and whatever, and then you get to
Ballet.
nightlife, and it's like dance club,
Yeah.
cocaine night, comedy.
Cockfight, orgy, child rape, stand-up.
And of course, the great DePaulo line when he worked at Bananas. It's like, yeah, why am I so angry? Because Monday morning I got to cash a check with a picture of a banana wearing sunglasses on it.
Exactly. Perfectly put there, Nick.
He's the goat.
Now let me run this one by you there,
Please,
Patty.
I'm out of things to talk about. I got nothing.
All right. I do want to hear about what's going on with Key West. Is this the movie?
No, this is Louis down there, and
Ah.
he was like, "You want to come do all of Florida with me?" And I was like, "No, but I'll go to Key West
Okay.
because we love Key West."
Love the KW.
And this is nice. This is our first time going to Key West where I'm just featuring, which is nice.
Oh, it's a
Doing
load
20
off.
minutes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm open for Gillis at some arena in Minneapolis. 20 minutes, paycheck, Saturday night.
That's beautiful.
In, out. Cut it out. So, I got to unpack this.
Please.
All right. Did a show. This guy hit me up. He goes, I got a weird show. It pays pretty well, but it's in one of these supper clubs, one of these membership, pay annually, high-end, hot people. Everybody's rich. Everybody's better looking. Everybody's dressed to the nines. Invite only kind of thing.
Okay. Not the place in Pennsylvania we did.
Nah?
Remember you did that one in Pennsylvania and I did it years later?
That's more of like an Elks Club, like a gentleman thing where they drink scotch and cigar. This is like hip, downtown Manhattanite bullshit, like a Soho club.
Like me.
Yes.
Downtown Manhattan. A lot of class.
There you go. Keep it classy. So I go, yeah, sure, whatever. He goes, can you do like a half hour? I was like, all right. But these gigs are never great. It's like hot people who are rich are not a great crowd.
I know. We got to work on that.
You need like a Buffalo guy, like a guy who works in a mill in Buffalo. That's a crowd.
Oh, you better believe it.
Or cops or something like that. So I'm like, all right, I'll do it. The money's good, whatever. You get to run 30 minutes in the city. I get in there. This is Swank City. I mean, you got to go take an elevator up to a penthouse. It's all these leather booths with weird light fixtures and curtains everywhere and all this shit. So it's primo. So I go up. I had a pretty good set. I get off, and the head chef, talking the white button-down, big guy, goes, hey, put her there, Dickless. That was a hot show. You ever want to eat here, you let me know. I'll get you in. This is hard to get a table here, but I got you. That was a funny set. I go,
Okay.
all right.
Great.
And usually with those guys, you go, yeah, whatever. All right, I'll see you in hell. And I leave there. A couple days go by. The lady hits me up. She goes, hey, Valentine's is tomorrow. What do you got planned?
All right.
I didn't even think about Valentine. I didn't know it was a thing. I forgot I was married. So I was like, oh, yeah. So I go in the other room. I open up the yellow pages. I call 19 restaurants. They all go, everything's full. It's sold out. Valentine's tomorrow. It's Manhattan.
Right.
So I go, oh, that is a thing. So I come back upstairs. She goes, what do you got, Fatty? And I go, I'm working on it. I got some ideas, And I go, oh, I got that guy. So I text him. And I go, hey, Chooch. What do you think for 2 for Valentine's Day? And he's like, geez, it's tomorrow. You're killing me. And I said, well, you said hit me up. And he goes, all right, I'll get you in.
Hey.
So he goes, come by. I'll take care of you. 8 o'clock. Here we go.
Okay.
So then he puts me on a thread with the whole staff. I got the head chef, the manager, the owner, the host, the waiter. And I think he's like, hey, We got a funny man on the blower here, everybody. Buckle up. This guy's coming to Valentine's. Uh-oh. Comedy train. Choo-choo. You know.
This is already not worth the trouble.
So everybody's going, hey, what's up with this guy? You know Joe Rogan? Holy shit. And of course, I'm going, yeah, you faggots. Bup. And one guy goes, not cool. So I've already blown it. I'm trying to be quick and funny and get in, get out, because I don't want to sit on a thread with these guys.
Sure.
So I go, I'm just joking. I'm a comedian. And they go, okay, well, we'll see you Valentine's. And I go, try to save it. I go, I'll bring some Kanye merch, because he just put out, it was right when he put out those swastika shirts.
Right.
And they wrote, oof, or something like that. I was like, you're talking to here.
Right.
But whatever. God, so it's so frustrating. So I'm like, I'm already on thin ice. So I tell the wife, I go, hey, big honcho, I got his dinner date at the hottest club in the city.
Okay.
She goes, never heard of it, but all right. So we go there, and I got to tell you, they rolled out the red carpet. I show up. It's one of these places. It's like a black wall, like the border. And you knock 3 times, and they go, shh. You see eyeballs like a Muslim, and they go, hey, who is it? And you go, Mark Norman. And they go, okay. Shh. Door opens.
Wow.
Hot women everywhere. Beautiful. It's like a nightclub. There's those stringy things hanging. You got to do this thing.
Oh.
And it's this sexy-ass restaurant, which I never saw. I took an elevator up and went to the penthouse like bar area. This is a nice restaurant. Art Deco, beautiful decor. Everybody's dressed to the nines. You're like, oh, that guy's on Yellowstone. That guy's an NHL player. I think I've seen that guy on Murder, She Wrote. You know, it's a bunch of who's who's.
Wow.
He's a rapper. He's a DJ, whatever it is. So the chef guy goes, come on in here. He gives me a great table, and he goes, you guys order what you want, baby. I got you. And I'm like, all right, here we go. So we get a couple of cocktails. She can drink again. She never stopped. I get some martinis. She gets a couple of spicy margs. The guy comes over with the menu. He's holding it open. He goes, just point to anything. And I go, well, we'll take some oysters. How about this? He goes, you got to get the caviar. And I go, all right, I'll get the caviar. We get the caviar.
Caviar?
Yeah. Then he goes, what about the appetite? I go, this. How about, he goes, what else? He keeps saying, what else? And I go, we'll take the lamb chops. I'll get the flounder. He goes, what else? And I'm like, I think that's enough food. He's like, it's Valentine's. You might as well splurge. And I was like, okay, we'll take the sushi platter. And he's like, all right. And I'm like, that's enough. Because I'm trying to be, I don't want to, this guy's paying for my meal. I don't want to
right,
overdo it. And now the wife, I'm like, this is pretty good. It's got to be free, because he's like kept saying what else, and he kept saying get this, get that, and she's like, I don't know, I'm not getting free vibes. I'm like, are you kidding me? He's told us to come by. He blew me at the door. He rolled out the red carpet. He's holding the menu up, and he's shaking everybody's hand around there. This guy's like a big deal. He's like a celebrity chef apparently.
Okay.
So we finish all this. It was way too much food. It's all unbelievable. The food's incredible. I'm eating a lamb chop. I'm stuffed. I'm overeating because I don't want to waste any of it. Then he goes, you got to get dessert. And I go, sir, we are full. You've been very generous. I cannot get any more food in me. No dessert needed. And he goes, all right. Shows up with a giant apple pie, big scoop of ice cream, whipped cream, nuts. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. We get a couple more drinks. You know where this is going. He shows up. Finally shows up later, and he goes, here's the bill. He leans in. He goes, I took care of the pie. This bill, you don't even want to know how much the bill was.
Pie.
He took care of the pie.
I didn't want the goddamn pie.
I didn't want the pie. He gave me pie.
I mean, it's a nice gesture.
It's a gesture. I'm a court jester.
The pie was probably $38, to be fair.
That's true. But even without the pie, I mean, let's say I paid for the pie. $38 wouldn't make a dent in this bill. This bill was like whatever Doge is working on. This bill was bigger than that. This is like USAID. This is like a trans play of Little Women in Kuwait.
So what? So I'm confused by the whole thing because when he
please,
is this a real restaurant or a supper club? I don't know what's going on.
It's a restaurant and a bar and like a nightclub. Yeah, it's like 4 floors of horrors. It just keeps going.
So I thought you were getting the hook up to the club. To the you can get in or something.
Well, I think the head chef, he's like a celebrity guy. He's like Emerald.
Can you say the name of the restaurant, or is that gonna get you a shot?
Well, I probably can't go back because I had to put out a lien on the house to pay for the goddamn bill. But it's called the Flying Fish.
Flying fish.
It's a brand. Give it a go. Chuck, can you hit that red button on the remote there behind you? It's fucking sweltering in here.
It's a little toasty.
Yeah.
You could cook a flying fish in here. I don't give a flying
exactly.
fish. So, all right. So,
Try to get an Asian to say that.
that wasn't. That was a dirt bike taking. I retired the voice. That was.
I've never seen a dirt bike chop.
That was Evil Knievel. So you go to the flying fish, and is there any implication what did he say exactly when you left the gig?
Okay.
When you left the gig, what
I'll
were his
tell ya.
exact words
He goes,
and facial expressions?
You ever want to come back? I'll take care of you. Take care is
Take care
big.
means pay, but maybe he means take care means in chef talk. I think take care means I'll cook you up something
Yeah,
special. I'll put
yeah,
the
yeah.
spices on.
I think you're right.
I'll give you ketchup and sugar or whatever.
Well, the what else was very confusing. What else you want? What else you want? He kept forcing it. He upsold me on free shit.
I
What
know,
I
but-
thought was free shit.
But I think he's saying you're gonna fucking really love. Or maybe he thought that, and then he went back there, and they were like, "What are you out of your fucking mind? We can't give some asshole this. We got fucking Wayne Gretzky and Steve Kerr out here. We can't be
Sure.
giving Mark Norman something."
I concur, but I'm just saying it's a little shady. It's a little misleading.
Well, it's not transparent.
Yes, I like trend. If he would have gone, geez, you're getting a lot of food there. I mean, can you afford all that? I'd be like, okay, now I know where I'm at.
But he assumes you're a big celebrity. You did the supper club. They probably paid you $350,000 for the gig, so he knows what kind of cake you got.
I
or
guess.
apple pie you got.
Well, the profit margin was cut after that meal. Yeah. So that left us. So the Valentine's was ruined.
I mean, Valentine's Day sucks, first of all. I'm for not acknowledging it. My wife pretends she's okay with it. I hope she's being truthful.
Oh, she texted me.
No, because it's not. It's just a made-up horse shit.
Of course.
And as Sarah's dad used to say, Valentine's Day is for guys that treat their wives shittily.
Oh,
That's what it is. It's like, oh, here's some flour. I'm buying this lady every fucking dildo,
That's
butt
good.
plug every day. I go to nice meals. I got her 3 pairs of shoes for Christmas. I got her 3 pairs of dicks for her birthday.
Well, sadly, by his logic, Valentine's Day is for me.
Right.
But
You nailed it. You crushed it.
I crushed it, but it was a little soured. I needed it to sweeten.
But how was the food?
Food was amazing.
Okay.
Service was amazing. Restaurant was amazing. Then the guy does this when he goes, hey, you want to hit the nightclub, get a few drinks. And I go, enough's enough. I can't keep giving you money. I'm out, half of whatever over here, and I'm not going up to that nightclub.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, to me, this is the thing about Valentine's Day, too. Romance, it's whatever you make it. I mean, McDonald's can be quite romantic. And you got the baby, and you go, your parents are here. I assume the parents watch the baby.
Yes,
So
that
you
was
go,
nice.
Okay, so the parents are here. I don't want to be too boo-boo. I don't want to be a hack and go to some place on Valentine's Day. Let's walk to Chick-fil-A, and then you have a Chick-fil-A, you joke. Sometimes those are the best dates.
I agree. Yeah, it's kind of like New Year's. You know how New Year's you're like, we have to have the perfect night. What are we gonna do? We gotta weigh our options and find the best thing. And then you end up going, is this the perfect thing? Should we go
Right.
somewhere else? And then you don't even enjoy anything. And then the kiss is over, and then it's 1 a.m. and you're on heroin in a ditch.
Right, you put all this pressure on. But it sounds like at least it was memorable
It was
and a good meal.
great meal.
And this guy, I mean, take care of is a little misleading.
I
but
agree.
I've seen this before. These people, take care means I'm going to load you up and give you a free dessert. I'll cook you the best thing you ever had.
And I'll wait on your hand and foot, like I got you.
Right. So he was coming out himself.
Yeah, but he was schmoozing. I don't know if he cooked an omelet. He was schmoozing with everybody. I was like, this guy, I thought I was special. You watch him talk to the NFL player. You watch him talk to the DJ. He's kissing babies and shaking babies.
Well, here's what I never understand either about these chefs at restaurants.
I know.
Don't they need like 6, 7 guys, like line cooks? Isn't there 15
Of
people
course.
working back there?
Yeah.
So how does that work? Why does the chef get the credit?
Yeah.
What's he do? He puts the cherry on the top? I don't understand cooking.
I think he made the menu. He created this delicate balance of spices and oils and reductions, breast reductions.
The what do you call it?
menu.
instructions. No. The
Recipe.
the recipes.
Yes.
He does the
place to be.
recipes, and then Jose and Jose B put it together, right?
Exactly. Well, they got deported. But either way, they are back there doing his vision. He has the vision, Jerry.
I see.
It's like the architect hanging out there with the hammer. He just does the bullshit on the blueprint.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
a director. You gotta
He's the
think of it.
director.
My buddy's a head chef, and he like curates the menu, figures out each season, figures out what the restaurant can buy at that time, the best produce, and he comes up with his own recipes, and then he tells the other people to help him out.
Right,
How they
okay.
can
It's like Steve Jobs. He ain't a tiny Asian boy with a net outside the window in case he kills himself with a soldering iron. He
Right.
is directing with a turtleneck.
Well, this is what I never understand either, because I'm like, can I be an inventor now? How about a phone
could.
that's triangular and it swallows cum for you, and then I get some boys to make it, and I'm a genius?
Yeah, if you can handle all that.
I think I can handle it.
You just need the money to capital to start up that business, but people
Right.
do that. That's what it is.
Capital doo-doo. I need the...
What?
He said doo-doo.
They said capital doo-doo. I was like, I haven't played there yet.
Capital doo-doo. Well, I started to say capital, but then I realized he said doo-doo, so I had to repeat it.
Capital doo-doo. Sounds like a nursery rhyme. Capital doo-doo. All right. But yeah, so... Of course, the lady goes, well, if he's inviting us up to the nightclub, let's at least go see it. And I go, all right, we're going up to see it. Now, here's the clinker. We go up to the nightclub. I show her around. It's smoke shows, just dancing a night away, doing blow and everything. And we do the nightclub round. We run around there. We go back in the elevator. He's in the elevator with us.
Oh, God.
So now it's this weird thing where he's been glad-handed, he's been on and shucking and jiving all night. We get in the elevator with him, and it's like,
Oh,
you see that
Jesus
Super Bowl?
Christ.
Huh? That was weird. And you're like, oh, you're just a smooth talker.
Yeah,
you
he
don't
knows what
like
he's
me.
doing. Exactly.
Yeah,
Once he's elected, he's not going to do the things he said.
exactly. So it was awkward, but then it was all's well that ends anal. We go to one more bar before we head home because we're like, we got to milk this parent time. You know, they got the kid.
Sure.
He's dead. Let's get some more minutes in. We go to this bar, and the guy at the bar goes, Tuesday.
Hey.
We got a free round.
All right.
So we're back.
I have to defray some of the costs. You're
Of
back
the wheelchair.
in.
Yeah, so
That'll
we're back
save you
in.
$11.
Yeah, so all's well that ends well, and then we came home and we can't fuck because the vagina's still blown out. But
How old's the baby? That should be up soon, right?
I think it's 6 weeks.
But
So now we're at 4.
oh, okay.
So we're
She can't
close.
for 6 weeks, but the baby's 4 weeks.
But I put it in her ass.
Well, also, don't you feel like I remember having this with Sarah too? It's like they say 6 weeks, and I'm like, don't you think it's like that conversation
That's
you got
what
to
I
broach?
said.
You're like, don't you think they just say that to protect their
Yeah.
ass? It's probably more like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I said the same thing. I did that.
I'm like, plus it's my dick. It's not like I'm not, Jalen Rose over here. I'm not going to blast your pussy apart.
Oh, right.
I don't exactly have a hammer.
Might Jalen hurt.
I'm not Rupert. You know,
Yeah, that guy. I can see it. Look at that thing. It's hanging off the chair.
you can't see Rupert's dick.
I can see it and I can taste it.
I'm happy to taste it. But by the way, we have 2 producers today. We got the rivals over there.
Oh, yeah. We got a Capital and Doo-Doo. But you can see Rupert's dog. It's a flying fish. All right. It's a blowfish. Okay. But yeah, so fun night. But I got to tell you, Fatty, and this is something you'll never have to deal with, hopefully.
I hope.
Woke up the next day, bam, with the hangover. And when you got a toddler, or whatever is that a toddler?
That is not even close to a toddler.
What is a
That's a
toddler?
newborn. A toddler toddles.
What's a toddle?
I think he's like blah, blah, blah. Like I think toddler's like 2 to 4, maybe
Oh,
1.5 to 3.
Okay.
Give me an official ruling on toddler.
Hot
but
toddler.
he doesn't toddle.
No toddle.
Toddles, what that's when they grab your dick and they tug on your balls.
Oh, so I am a toddler.
Toddler age is generally considered to be the period from 1 to 3 years old.
There you go,
Okay.
1 to 3.
So infant?
I think that's still a newborn. Then he switches to infant.
Oh, geez.
You got a newborn up there.
He's going to transition. Got it. It's a lot of changes.
Big change. Well, the first year is the most change in a human being's life.
Infant is birth to 1 year.
Okay.
I think newborn is part of infant.
So it's
so
an
infant new. It's
Okay.
like the same umbrella.
Yeah.
Yes. Les enfants. Enfants in French is children.
I've never believed in you with French again.
What happened?
You told me about les bijou means fucking
bijou.
happy, joy, and I went around telling everyone, hey, this means happy fart.
Now, bijou is a celebration.
No, bijou is jewel.
I'm thinking of Jubilee.
We're back around to the same fucking thing.
All right.
Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah, it means celebration. Hey, cigar, celebration. And then some guy's like, what are you talking about? It means jewel, you piece of shit.
Jewel, like the singer?
No, better teeth than that.
I hope so. What is she, British? Give a goog on enfant. ENFANT.
Oh, yeah, that's infant
It's
because I've
obviously
seen it in
It's
the tag.
children.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's infant. I think it's children.
But I've seen
Little
the
bebe.
tag on a shirt there.
Yeah, it says French word that means child in English. It can
Okay.
refer to a young person of either sex.
There,
Oh, there
we
you go.
Two sexes.
Young sex.
Now we're talking. Hey, folks, BetterHelp, baby. Yeah, the show is sponsored by BetterHelp, and it says verbatim, because we got to read this and not take any chances. Take a moment to think about what makes a good mentor. They're smart, they're capable, and they also know when to ask questions and seek support. Don't forget, support is crucial. That's where BetterHelp's online therapy comes in. It's totally online, so it's more affordable and convenient, with over 30,000 credentialed therapists on their roster. They'll match you up with someone who can walk you through whatever's going on. We love therapy. We love BetterHelp. We've had some hard times. We've been living hard, put away wet, and you got to talk to somebody. You gotta get the garbage out of your system and preach, brother. Express yourself. Take a tip from your favorite mentor and don't be afraid to ask for help. Build your support system with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Tuesdays today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Tuesdays.
Folks, if you're too busy to cook, that doesn't mean you should give up on your health goals and eat out all the time. There are other options like Factor's 2-minute meals. Factor arrives fresh and fully prepared. All you do is heat and eat. This is a product that was made for me. All I ever do is get delivery, and I struggle with food. I'm eating Chipotle and Chick-fil-A and pizza pie all the time. It's cost so much money. I look like shit. I feel like shit, but not when I use Factor.
Hear, hear.
Factor rules. With 40 meal options across 8 dietary preferences on the menu each week, it's easy to pick up meals that are tailored to your goals. Being busy doesn't have to derail your routine anymore. Choose from preferences like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, or Keto. There's truly something for everyone. Eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/factorpodcast and use code FACTORPODCAST to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code FACTORPODCAST at factormeals.com/factorpodcast to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
Hell yeah. Back to the show. But yeah,
Um,
so fun time. Good Valentine. She gets to dress up. I did not. We had fun.
I like a date night, but a Valentine's Day, I just can't do it. We went to a Persian restaurant.
Persian?
Well, I didn't choose. It was the
I
whole
see.
family. We had this awkward moment, too, where you go to the Persian restaurant, and then it's Sarah's sister-in-law puts it together because it's her daughter's show.
Oh,
But
right.
she's got friends from high school. And so Sarah and I are the first ones there. Even with a baby, I'm still early pearly James Hurley. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I'm very tired. So
All
we
right.
get there.
Larry Moe and Curly.
We're the first two in a table of 10. I'm like, here's the one thing I hope is that her 2 high school friends aren't the next one. It's like her husband, friend, and her
God.
husband. And I'm like, that's the one thing I hope. Hopefully her, Sarah's sister-in-law shows up or her brother or her sister. Here we go. And then, of course, the first 2 that walk in, you see a couple. And right away, I'm like, this is them. I'm sure of it. They're like, are you guys Joe and Sarah? Yeah.
Oh,
You're the ones, you guys are the ones she refers to as the comedians.
Oh, no.
Which is just, so right away, the clock, you're like, please get her sister in here.
Yes,
Get
yes.
somebody in here. And they sit down, they're like, yeah, she always calls you the comedians. So what do you guys do? And I'm like this. We're comedians. Oh, so then you're comedian, and then you're just like, somebody walk in here,
Yes,
please. And then
yes.
what do you think of this move? Tell me what you feel about this. We're sitting there going, yeah, we're comedians. And I can already know they're thinking, why aren't they funny?
Of course.
They're
of
not being
course.
funny. And I'm trying to say non-funny things funnier.
Yeah.
Like you try to go, boy, it's freezing out there. You ever do that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, of course, of course.
I'm like, whoa, Persians.
Yeah. What do you get? The chicken wings? Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, you got to up it.
I'm just trying to look like a fun guy.
You ever seen Louis where he meets David Lynch?
Yeah.
And David Lynch is like, be funny right now. And he goes, That's so relatable.
Yes. You just bought yourself a week.
Bought yourself a week. It worked. That's so good.
That's how I
That's so
felt. I'm
good.
like, yep, comedian.
Yeah.
Just trying to be goofballs. And then, tell me what you feel about this. One goes, well, we decided this is funny, but we both have to go to the bathroom. They got up and went to the bathroom together.
Cocaine.
So they were either they're on coke or they're dying too. They're like, those are comedians out there.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be shitting me.
A couple of hacks out here. Jesus. Get some rainbow suspenders.
So then Sarah's sister and brother show up, and we're like, there's two more in the bathroom. They're coming out.
Yeah.
They're like, wow, you were the first ones here. And it just felt awkward that they went to the bathroom together. And I feel like they had the same, we were both in the
100%.
same position of like, I'm dying. I can't be with these people.
Well, why would you entertain somebody? That is the tough thing about comedians is like, we have to do our job, not at our job.
Exactly. I'm not asking them to fucking crunch numbers.
Exactly. And blow people.
Exactly. So
If I meet an
anyways.
OnlyFans gal, I'm not like, why aren't you licking your pussy?
Now let me run this by you, because this is another theory I have. And
Please.
I'd like to hear what you think, because
I can't wait.
I keep hearing all these food, and I know I'm the food, white trash
picky.
piece of shit. Everyone talks about their food cultures. It's all the same shit. Everyone's like, you
Yeah.
gotta have Greek food, African food. One time, Stavros, our pal Stavros, is like, you gotta come over. You gotta have some genuine Greek food. You never eat anything. You fucking homo.
Yeah.
And it's just broiled chicken with a sauce and French fries. Literally, we had chicken and sauce and
right.
French fries
Yeah.
with the goo sauce, whatever that fucking yogurt tiramisu or whatever the fuck it's called.
Tahini.
Tahini. I'm like, okay, so you got a cum sauce.
Right.
Then we go to a Persian restaurant, and everyone's like, I don't know if Joe's gonna be able to eat anything here. Persia, which is just Iran, right? Persia's like what is now Iran.
And Iran. Yeah, I think so.
So I'm like, they're like, oh, Persian, this is gonna be crazy. And then
It's all Middle Eastern.
it's all the whole Mediterranean is just all the same fucking food, except for Italy.
Pita, hummus, grape leaves, tahini, lamb,
Rice.
steak, chicken.
I literally ate filet. What do you call that? Skewer. Kebab.
Kebab.
I got a filet kebab, filet mignon
Kebab battle band.
and then white rice with saffron
Okay.
and a side of fries.
Sounds like a nice Joe meal.
And everybody at the table, I'm looking up and down the table at this Persian restaurant. Everyone's just eating meat with rice. I'm
100%.
like, this is Greek food. This is American food.
Yeah.
This is Israeli food.
Yeah.
This is Palestinian food.
Yeah.
This is just food.
Yeah, it's a comedy seller. It's all the same. Israeli, it's all the same shit. Jews and Hamas, they should be getting along on the pita.
And then I went to Ecuador. I'm like, let me get some Ecuadorian food. It's just chicken and rice with
beans.
Ecuadorian jizz on it.
Yes, it's all the jizz is different.
Right.
Like, I'll give you different jizz. Wouldn't it be nice if different races had different jizz? Like if a Mexican jizz salsa on you.
I'd love that. Well, I
That'd
think
be
black
great.
people come like,
Barbecue sauce?
no, I think it's like off-white, isn't it? Like different color.
I think it's more white with the contrast.
Oh, I thought it was kind of like chocolate milk. That's what I heard.
That's the breast.
I'm teasing.
Black
I
people shoot
tease
you.
hard. I'm joking, of course.
But that would be fun if you met an Italian guy. He's like, "Whoa, marinara!"
Oh, I would be so gay for
Oh,
Italians.
man.
Rupert and I would be fucking
Oh.
underneath the hood of every Italian car owner.
That's unlimited breadsticks right there. Keep it coming, marinara right on me. What would white Joe? You'd shoot mayo.
I guess
Or
so.
ranch.
Mine would be mac and cheese and like famous
Well,
Amos
you
Chips
can't
Ahoy.
have solids downtown.
Well, you ever hear of a kidney stone?
Okay. There you go.
Now I'm getting hungry. I got this stomach bug. I haven't eaten all day, and
I got a box of Cook.
I know how many left?
Take some home, will you?
I take them home every time I come here.
Please.
Whoa, baby!
Oh, man.
Jesus! What was
Good
that?
Lord. That was my baby.
Oh, just your phone.
All
So we
right.
got a new addition to the wall coming, huh?
Oh, yeah. Don't eat these here. I've been hitting this with a dirt devil all week.
Oh my God!
Yeah, new addition to the wall coming. Whoever did this, build
said I
that
could-
wall.
You said I could have some.
You can have them.
Looks like it's from MRL. I tore my MRL playing basketball one time.
Sure, I went to an MRL machine to see a brain scan.
Look at that. Is that a beauty? Is the light hitting
good
it wrong?
stuff.
Good
That's
stuff.
Kramer, George, and Jerry. Not that there's anything wrong with that. My father's gay.
The outing episode. So we're gonna hang that. I think we get rid of this bullshit. Put it right there.
I don't know if it's the right size.
Where happened to the one of us hugging that Salacuse took?
I don't think that's here. I think Chuck stole that.
Chuck, would you steal that?
I stole it.
Ah, all
Tell you,
right.
give it back.
I don't know. Was it in the?
It was at the thing.
Yeah, I still have everything.
Chuck is caught red-handed.
I have every single thing that was in that studio.
You got my X poster?
Yeah. I have that. I have every single thing. All the merch that people sent in that you tossed.
What about the porn?
Porn I got. The
All right.
magazine.
Oh yeah,
Bring
I don't
it
want that
all
back. Are you kidding?
I'll take it.
Chuck's hands on that thing.
Oh,
It's gonna be Chuck's seed everywhere.
I had 2 auto blows.
Probably shot some. What are you? Capistrano Portuguese.
Portuguese.
You're gonna shoot. What do you jizz? Fish?
Capicola, Chidis. I don't know.
Capicola.
You know, interestingly, if you go due east from Providence, you end up in Portugal.
Oh.
People always think if you go east to New York, Massachusetts, you're going to be in Ireland, England, but that's like 7,000 miles north.
Yeah, that's up.
It's like
Portuguese. Yeah, I've been to Portugal. Went to Lisbon.
Oh, I remember Lisbon.
Very lovely. Very lovely. Good people. They got mad. I called them Hispanic. I had a nice, hot, sold-out theater show, and I go, I love my Hispanic people. And they went, boo!
Oh,
Aren't they Spanish?
Aha!
they like Latinx.
They're Portuguese. It's a whole different country.
I went to a Christmas party at Rupert's, and one of his friend's
Quit
wives
bragging.
said, "Are you Italian?" I said, "I'm Portuguese," and she said, "Oh, you're an
Hispanic?
an SBIC."
A Latinx.
I said, "I guess I am."
She called you a
She called you a
slur.
spick?
Yeah, she said
Wow.
that. Right, yeah, right to my face. First
What-
time I met her.
Did you hit her?
No, not yet.
You missed your window. That was it.
Wow.
Yeah, but they're not Hispanic.
They're not.
Spain is a country.
All right.
But I guess Mexicans are Hispanic. They don't live in Spain.
Yeah.
Latin is such a big umbrella. Latin is South America, Mexico, Spain. I think that's it.
Well, there's Pig Latin.
Oh, yeah. And there's Latinx.
Yeah.
Then there's
There's the Latin Quarter.
Latino.
Latina.
Yes. Yeah. But then there's actual Latin, which is like... I think that was Klingon, actually.
Watching Sesame Street recently.
Really?
That's
You're
a hell
back?
of a program.
That's
Yeah.
a great show.
That's fun.
I
It's
love
a lot
Sesame
of fun.
Street.
Elmo took over. It's all Elmo now.
Elmo's a hack.
He didn't exist when we were kids. Now the whole show is Elmo.
Well, he became the hot item. So they
He's-
go, hey, let's sell some more bullshit from China.
He's in every scene. If you see Big Bird, it's like seeing a white guy in your neighborhood. It's like you're like, whoa, Big Bird. It's like you just don't see him anymore.
You know who Elmo is? He's Urkel. They did two.
You understand everything.
They did two
I
seasons.
mean-
They did 2 seasons of middling ratings. They brought Urkel in. The fucking needle broke off. And they said, "Put that N-word."
He's
Nerd.
Urkel.
Nerd is the N-word.
He's Urkel. That's a good.
Put that nerd in every scene. The show went to the roof.
You're right. He's Urkel. I mean, that's the most brilliant thing I've ever heard. Elmo
you.
is Urkel.
Elmo is
Elmo
Urkel.
Urkel.
Yes.
That's huge. By the way, don't you resent that we're just vanilla, classic white assholes that you can't use the N-word in reference to Elmo because that would have brought the house down?
Oh, I follow a guy, a black guy. He calls everything. He goes, this N-word, and he's just talking about like Biden. It's gold every time.
I talk about it all the time. There's nothing funnier than calling Santa Claus the N-word. It's the funniest thing on earth. We're not allowed to say it.
I know.
We used to be able to back in the day.
Well, we invented it for the record.
Is that right?
Yes, my
Yes.
dad invented it.
I suppose so.
He should have copywritten that fucker. He'd get every rap song residual in the book.
Did you know this? You know that Night of the Living Dead, Sergio Romero, Edward Romero, Romeo and Juliet.
George A. Romero.
George A. Romero. He never copyrighted that film. Like, you could sell tickets. Next time you perform, you could go, hey, my opener is Night of the Living Dead. And then
Wow.
just charge everyone to see it, and there's nothing they can do about it. Nobody owns the movie.
Really?
Yeah, you could just fucking take it and
Wow.
play it and show it.
What's he? I mean, he's still alive, right? He could just go, hey,
I don't think
he
he's
died.
alive. That movie came out in the 40s.
Oh, okay. I thought they made a new one.
Well, I'm sure they made a new one. You and I could make a new one.
We could make a new one.
We could say Night of the Living Dead, brought to you by fucking gay sex.
They don't have that little TM on top. You know, that trademark. Batman, TM.
Yeah.
Transcendental meditation.
Or the C with the circle around it. I never knew the difference between the
That's
TM
copyright.
and the CM.
And then there's R, which is retard. No, it's registered.
Let me see the famous Amos. I want to see if they have a TM
I
or an
bet you
R.
they got something.
Let me just take a look.
Yeah, I'm
there.
curious myself. Oh, you're sick. You're sick.
Well, we're not sharing.
It's the crumbs. Hold on. What do you got here? There's an R.
Oh, R. R
Robin.
circle. What's that mean?
Registered.
Registered trademark.
This is all shit I asked my parents when I was a kid.
Oh, famous Amos, 1975.
That's a good run.
That's something else.
That's older than us.
What else should we talk about?
You saw another plane went down. That's 3 in a month. The plane
it's
crash
like
of the
10.
news. Is it 10?
It's a lot.
Really? They're falling out of the sky. Plane crash of the new school shootings.
It's great. Well, then there was an F-18 or 15, a military one. You see it hit the water at like full speed? That was a couple days ago.
No.
Yeah, military jet, then the other thing.
Oh,
and then
yeah. Someone had a helicopter, I think.
the
Kobe.
helicopter one. That was crazy. Yeah, it's a lot of crashes going on.
Yeah, shit's falling out of the sky. The world is ending.
That was a Delta flight. Well, we're winning, baby. We're winning.
Yeah, Gulf of America.
Yeah, we got the Gulf.
We got the Gulf.
Gulf
Cart.
Yeah, it was a Delta flight too, and I'm flying tomorrow with the baby
I
in tow.
know.
2 flights going to Key West. I think we'll be okay.
You'd think they'd lower the prices a little. Like, hey, everybody, we might kill you. We'll take it down a peg.
No, they ain't taking nothing down. Nothing's ever coming down. Nothing goes down.
Well, the planes
nothing
are
comes
coming down.
That's true, but not the prices.
Yeah,
no one's
what
ever
the hell?
lowered a price ever.
I don't know. I think housing goes up and down.
Housing, I suppose so.
And milk feels like milk goes. Maybe no.
But
Pork
housing's
belly?
different because they're not like we're gonna make the houses lower. Just nobody's buying them. I think so. We're
Yeah.
gonna bring the houses down.
You know what does go down every now and then is Uber. You know, every
Uber.
now and then you're like, oh, God, Uber's $88 to go to the airport. And then some days you're like, hey, it's $64.
Well, I think it's supply and demand. That's why when it's raining, everyone wants an Uber, so it's $7,000 a day.
Exactamundo.
But yeah, houses, because they say sometimes people are like, the time to buy a house is now.
Yes.
And I said that to my accountant, and he's like, oh my God, what are you, crazy? This is the worst time to buy a house ever. He's like, you gotta wait. And I was like, oh shit, all right.
Yeah, but you heard the commercial. So you go for it.
Well, sometimes in houses too, I'll look at Zillow.
I love
fun,
Zillow.
And they have the little line graph of the prices, and you're like, if I bought this 8 years ago, it would have been 40 grand. Now it's 750,000.
I know.
Makes you want to kill yourself.
I'd had a teacher in 10th grade, Mr. Abear. Never forget it. He was a nerdy guy, glasses, mustache, comb over, pocket protector, tie with the short sleeve. And he always said, invest now, kids. Invest now. By the time you're 45, it's going to fly by. You'll be a millionaire. And we all went, fuck you, you N-word nerd. And we kicked him down the stairs and gave him a wedgie. And he was right.
Right, you got to invest. Well, that's what I do. I invest without even, I don't look at nothing. I tell my guy, Craig
Same.
Brooks. I say, here's the money. You don't tell me. You don't show me. You don't do anything.
I put a lot of money in USAID last year.
I got $300. I like it. You cut the fuck USA. It's enough already taking care of these poor countries.
Well, what's up with the, we're doing piano lessons for retarded kids in Mumbai.
I know. You can't do it. Get out of here.
I just don't understand. What's that about?
We don't need the piano. I think it's all pipes.
Pipes.
I
Yeah,
believe
the
so.
books
they
are
need
cooked.
Pipes.
Pipes are good. Crack pipes.
They need piano
down.
pipes. What are we at here? I feel like we go for 2 hours. We ran out of stories a half hour ago.
You're about 57.
Oh,
plug
okay.
some
Heinz
days there,
57.
Yeah.
Yes, you got to hit the side of it. You can't hit the bottom.
I like to do the
Like a
De Niro
baby.
and Goodfellas.
Oh, yeah. You know where he got that?
No, tell me.
Well, he shadowed a gangster for weeks, and he said the gangster was so annoyed because he kept calling him. He goes, how do you cut a steak? And the gangster be like, I don't know, I cut a fucking steak. And he said he called him more times than his wife, kids, or anybody in his family.
Wow.
And he was annoyed with De Niro. And De Niro went out to eat with him, and he said the guy did that over his fries, and he stole it and did it in the dinner scene.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. I watched the whole Goodfellas behind the jizz.
That's fun. Every once in a while, they'll be like, YouTube will be like, 20 things you didn't know about Goodfellas. And the first one is like, Joe Pesci's in it. I'm like, what? I'm like, what are you, crazy?
I've seen that.
What is this?
Yeah.
I did a Seinfeld, too. 100 things you didn't know about
Yeah.
Seinfeld. Originally, Elaine wasn't in the cast. I'm like, what are you nuts?
Right.
Of course I know that.
They do it with Tarantino as well. I watch them all.
Yeah, it's all gay, but
We should
boy.
make one. That's just only shit everyone knows.
Well, that would be funny because you got to do the SEI, SEO, AI, SEC. SEO is search engine optimization. And AI is Allen Iverson. Folks, how you doing?
Intrusion.
Boy, I'm really falling off this couch.
Oh, yeah.
The quality's falling off. Folks, I will be in Tempe, Arizona, March 13th to the 15th. Nashville, March 7th and 8th, the week before. Tempe's big. Minneapolis, Acme, April 10th to the 12th. Portrait of a Comedian, Tom Dustin movie is coming to theaters, Landmark Cinemas. We got a deal. It's a landmark deal. It's going to be in cinemas all over America, so keep an eye and an ear out for that.
Hell yeah.
And
That's exciting.
The Wilbur Theater, of course, April 19th. And our Patreon is through the fucking roof. We are heading right now to Fat Black Pussycat to shoot some behind the scenes of a show we're doing. It's gonna be awesome. I'm eating cookies.
There you go. I'm all over the road. Speaking of Nashville, I'm at the Ryman Theater on April 3rd. That'll be a humdinger. Going to Reno, Vegas, Napa, Santa Barbara, London, Scotland, Paris, Greece, Amsterdam, Copenhagen.
The baby doll is?
Some of them. Me and Doug Key's going to open in Greece. We're bringing his wife, my wife, both kids. It's going to be a big to-do.
Wow.
Damn.
He's Portuguese, by the way, Chuck.
That's right.
All you weird Rhode Island queefs are just fish-eating boatmongers. Then, yeah, all kinds of new dates. Check out the website. Go on to Dayton. All the places you don't want to go. And can't wait. What else we got here? Dayton, Ohio, Huntsville, Alabama, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Wisconsin, Burlington, Vermont, Albany, Rochester, and Niagara Falls, Ontario, to name a few.
Fun. Watch your language.
Nice.
Hit it.
Woof. Check out my podcast, Fun Bearable, and also check out Rupert's podcast, Reviewing History, a great podcast. And Rupert and I do a side podcast that we put on both feeds. It goes back and forth, and it's called The Popcorn Kernels, and we talk about movies.
I like that.
Popcorn Kernels.
That's nice.
Rupert
That's
came
good.
up with that.
That's very good, Rupert.
Yeah.
You sound like he's retarded. Rupert came up with that one.
We're gonna do. Hopefully, we're gonna do Companion soon. You're gonna see Companion. You'd love it. I think you'd really.
I
enjoy it.
wanted to go see it on Valentine's Day, but it was all sold out because it was Valentine. I forgot. This is what sucks about Valentine's Day. You want to go see a movie and everything's sold out because these assholes are trying to treat their wives nice for one day.
Yeah, Valentine's.
Yeah, I think you'll really enjoy it. It's on demand now. It is out. It's out digital.
I'll demand it.
You'll like it. But yeah, check out Fun Bearable, Reviewing History, and Popcorn Kernels. You subscribe to those two podcasts, you'll see the Popcorn Kernels pop up.
All right.
You better close us out. I'm eating a cookie.
He's eating a cookie. We'll see you on the road. We'll see you in hell. Get on the Patreon. Tell a friend. It's cooking. All kinds of hot stuff, hot gay sets, riff sessions. We're doing a set tonight at the Comedy Cellar. We're going to fuck around up there and film the whole thing, even film the car ride over. Whoop, 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 whoop. We'll see you all in hell. Queef it up. Praise Allah. Comedy.